today's video, I'm going to show you two different ways that you can show products by category in WooCommerce. The first method is completely free and uses WooCommerce built-in blocks or a page builder like Elementor. And the second uses our WooCommerce product table plugin to create a more advanced layout with better conversion rates. I'll let you decide which approach is best for your store, and I've linked everything you need in the description below this video. But first of all, why is any of this necessary? Well, research like that on Smashing Magazine shows that e-commerce stores with clear navigation and easy to browse categories encourage significantly more sales. It sounds obvious, but if customers can't quickly find what they're looking for, they'll simply leave and shop elsewhere. Plus, proper category organization isn't just good for customers. Platforms like Pinterest and Google actually require well-structured product categories for your store to be featured in their shopping feeds. So today, I'll walk you through how to create and manage categories, add them to your navigation menus, and display them on your shop page in ways that actually help customers find products faster. So let's get into it. Before we can even display any categories, we need to make sure that they're set up in the first place and all of our products are assigned to them correctly. Here's how you create a product category in WooCommerce. From your WordPress dashboard, you'll go to Products and then find the Categories button. And from here, you can see on the left, you can add a new category by simply adding the name and the slug, which is just the URL-friendly version of the name. And then you can add it to a parent category or make it a top-level category. Add a description if you like, add an image as well, and then add it with this button here. So now I'll just show you how that works by making one called running shoes. We're not going to put any spaces or capitals, instead just a hyphen in between the words. We're going to make the parent category shoes. So that's going to be a subcategory. And then I'll upload an image. Let's make it a different color and add this category. Now we can see here under clothing, we have shoes, and under shoes, we have running shoes. If you want to edit the level of any category or add an image, you just need to click on the edit button here, and then you can edit all of the same parameters that we just set up, including things like the thumbnail and description. You can change the parent category using this drop down here. I'll keep this one inside clothing for now, and then click on update. So that's all saved. We can go back to our categories. And once you have enough categories set up for all of your products, the next step is to add products to those categories. So we'll go here to all products, and I'm going to filter my products by uncategorized. So first of all, I'm just going to select this and then click on filter, and I can see all of the items in my store which are still uncategorized. And if I want to add them to a category, all I have to do is select them using the buttons like this, and then I can click on bulk actions, edit, and apply. I have a bunch of custom fields right now. So normally the categories would be at the top here, but I'm just going to scroll down until I find product categories. And I'm going to add these into the hoodies category because that's what they are. And then click on update. I'm going to remove the filter by just clicking on all products one more time. And you should be able to see the category that your product is in. However, if for some reason you can't see that category, you can click on the screen options here and make sure that categories is enabled at the top. If you want to change the category as well, you can click on edit for the product if you want to do it one by one, and you can scroll down until you find the categories here, and you can add this into the running shoes category, for example. It's okay for a product to be in multiple categories, just so long as it all belongs to the same group. So these are shoes, but they're specifically running shoes in this case. And then click on update to finish that. So now that we have our categories and hierarchies of categories set up, let's also add them to our site's navigation menu so customers can find them by going through the list like this. Depending on which theme you have installed, this menu setting may be in a different location. For me, I just have to go to Appearance and then click on Menus, and that's where it is normally by default, but some themes change this around, and you might have to consult with your theme's documentation to find that out. So you can see I have my main menu set up already with quite a bit of structure that I like. So I'm not going to delete this and change it all around, but I do remember that I added one new category while making this video. So if I go down all the way to product categories here, then I can find the product category that I just added. So I'll need to view all, and I can find running shoes, And this is the only one that I want to add to my menu right now. But if none of these were in your menu yet, you could select them all and then click on Add to Menu. Now, at the moment, it's set as a top level menu item, and I don't want that. I actually want it to appear as a sub item beneath shoes. So I'm going to put it here on the right. And now it's a sub item of shoes, which is a sub item of clothing, and that is a sub item of the entire shop. So you can see there's this nice step down hierarchy of all of the different products. And then we have our different top level items here, and we'll click on Save Menu. And just to make sure that's working properly, I'll refresh the page. And we can see under clothing, shoes has running shoes as a sub item. Perfect. All right, so now let's talk for a second about displaying these categories on your shop pages. So this is my main shop page right now, and it's just showing a list of products in this tile layout. And that's fine, but maybe I want to create a separate page just to show my categories. Or maybe I want to replace the shop page with a category listing instead. So I'll go through the first method right now, which doesn't require any plugins, and you can do it straight away. One option you have is to go to Appearance and then Customize. And this will again depend on your theme because this is usually set up by your theme. But if you go into WooCommerce and then you click on Product Catalog, you can actually change this list to show product categories, or you can even show products and categories as well. So this will first show off some categories and then it will show off products. This is kind of a rudimentary way of doing it, and there are better ways, which I'll show you now. So if you're using the WordPress block editor or a page editor like Elementor, for example, then this next method will work just fine. You can go to your pages and set up a new page if you like, or edit an existing page using this option. So I'm going to find a page that I was working on earlier today. This page, Shop by Category, and I'm going to edit that one here. So the way this page is set up is very simple, and you can make it as complex or detailed or well-designed as you like. I'm just showing you the principle at the base level here. So we have a heading, a little bit of spacing, and then we have shortcodes. The first shortcode is meant to show a list of your product categories. So the shortcode is product_categories. And I've just set a limit of 8, so it won't show all of my categories, just 8 of them. Then down here, I'm showing you how to display products from within each category. So I've got a heading for hoodies, and then products space category, and then equals, and this word here has to match the slug of the category that you want to show. You can find the slug in the first step of this video when you set up the category. And once again, we have the same thing for hats and shoes. And if I wanted to set up one more for accessories, I could just copy the shortcode, make a shortcode block, and then I can paste this and change the word to accessories. Then we click on Save, and we can view this page here. So once again, we can see our heading and then our list of different categories. And each of these will take us to a category archive page. And then we have a list for different categories like hoodies, hats, and shoes. And if there happen to be more items in the category, it will show more items. If there are less, it'll show less. And if you want to set a limit, you can do the same thing like I did with this first shortcode. And you can add this word limit and then specify how many you want the limit to be. The principle is pretty much the same if you're editing your page with Elementor. Take, for example, this page I was also working on. Just to show you the structure of the page, I have the first section with just a spacer and a heading. That's just this one here. And then we have this section here with product categories. And product categories is a block or a widget that you can add within Elementor. And if I click on this, I can actually change which categories are shown by manually selecting them, or you can show all, or you can do these different options as well. I went through and selected each of these one by one, so I'm kind of hand picking them. And you can also change how they are arranged using these drop-down options here. Now, as with all Elementor widgets, you have more options to do with the styling, typography, spacing, and everything. I didn't bother with any of that for this page just because I wanted to show you how it works. And then further down here, I added a new section with a new heading, and this one is accessories. Now, this is a different widget. It's called the products widget. And what you can do within the products widget and the query feature is you can actually choose which term to include. So You can include by term, and that term can be a category, for example, accessories. You just have to search for the category in this box and then include it. If you wanted to add more categories, that would be up to you, but I'm just showing you how to specify only one category in this case. And sure enough, when we view that page, we have a similar outcome. So we have categories here listed, and then we have the single category with a list of products as well. Now there's one more setting you may need to look at. If you notice that your product categories are only showing a limited number of products, there's one setting within WordPress you need to fix. In WordPress, go to Settings and then click on Reading. And then this setting here, blog pages show at most, and you can change this number to whatever you want it to be. So if it's not high enough, you can change it to a higher number and then click on Save Changes, and that should fix that little problem. One more quick tip, if you're doing anything with shortcodes, the key thing with that is to check the spelling and the actual punctuation you use within the shortcode. Common mistakes are misspelling things like the categories or not using the correct quotation marks here on things like this limit factor. Now, depending on what you're selling on your store, these default WooCommerce product cards like this may not be actually the best approach for you. This grid view does limit how much information is shown about each product. It takes up a lot of space and it makes it a little bit more complicated to add multiple products to the cart at once, which might be of interest to customers who are shopping for wholesale products or if they need to make a quick order. That's why thousands of merchants are instead using our WooCommerce Product Table plugin for a more efficient table layout. Instead of showing products in a grid, this plugin actually shows them in a sortable, searchable table with all the key information visible at once. Now let me show you how this works for showing products by category. First, you will need to purchase and install WooCommerce Product Table from our website. The link is below, and it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can also test out a free live demo from our website, and that will give you an idea of what the plugin does before you may want to purchase it. If you are installing the plugin for the first time, you go to your plugins page, click on Add Plugin, and then click on Upload, and then you'll add the zip file that you received in your purchase confirmation into this box here. But assuming you already have the plugin and it is activated, then you can go to Products and find Product Tables from the list, and then you can click on Add New Table using this button here. And this will take you through the table builder. So what we want to do is create a table which shows products within certain categories. So let's see how we do that. Let's give this a name by category. Then it'll give you an option to either show this table using a block or shortcode, which might be more useful in this particular case, or you can display it on a shop page, like a main storefront or a category page, which could also be useful if we choose the category option. Let's actually choose that one now and then click Next. We're going to show this on product categories. And that's going to show on any product archive pages for categories. And then we'll click on Next. And then this is going to give us a summary of all of our table columns. So it'll start with an image, then the name of the product, a summary of the product's details, price, and a buy column. But there are actually many more columns to choose from. And you can even create custom fields and add them as columns as well, like I've done here, as you can see. If you're interested in showing how much stock is available, there's a column for that. If you want to show the full description of the product, there's a column for that too. Things like SKU, ID, and reviews might also be useful in your case. For now, I'm just going to find the categories column, and I'm going to add that to the table. And this is going to add a link as well that filters the table by that product category, or we can change the link to go to that category archive page. But seeing as we're already replacing the archive page in this case, I'm going to leave it as this one. One more thing I wanted to do is rearrange this. So the category is going to come after the name in the table. Now we can click on Next, and this is where we edit the Add to Cart buttons. We can have checkboxes or both cart buttons and checkboxes. I like the cart buttons for now. I'll show you the checkboxes later. We do want to show a quantity picker for each item, and variations can be shown as drop-down lists. That's very good. Don't need to enable lazy load yet because I don't have that many products or variations to worry about. And filters, we can enable filter drop-downs for things like categories and tags, for example. And then we can click on next. Now this table will appear on the different pages for product categories. Let's visit our shop and see if that's working. So our shop page still looks the same. That's fine, we wanted that. But if I click on accessories, it's actually going to load a product table instead of the cards that you saw on the previous page. And this is actually listing everything in the category because there are only 8 products. And you can see the subcategories are showing up within the category. So we have hats, stationery, drinkware, and any others that are applicable. Over here, we can see the price, and in the buy column, we can add more items if we want to, and then click on add to cart. If I had checkboxes enabled, I could also select multiple items at once and add them all to my cart in one click. So here I have the shoes category, and again, everything else in the table is the same, but I can choose the size that I want, the color, and then I can add more quantity here and add it to cart. And again, I didn't have to go to a separate page to do this transaction. This is ideal for certain shops. Might not be the best for all shops, but it's definitely a better way to set up your shop if you're selling lots of parts or things that people need to buy in large quantities. Now, here's another thing you can do which you might be interested in. Remember this page we made with all of our different categories, like the hoodies, hats, shoes, and accessories? We can actually create separate product tables for each of these categories and add them to the page all at once. So all we have to do is go to the product tables template here, and then we can click on add new table, and we'll call this one shoes, for example, and we're going to add it using a block or shortcode. That's important. Click on next, and we're going to select specific products from the category of shoes. And then we're going to click on next, and all of the rest of the steps are the same as before. So I'm just going to click on next, next. And now I have a product table shortcode. I can copy this shortcode, come back to our page, and in the shoes shortcode, I'll change that to our product table, click on save. And now let's view that page and see how it looks different. So this part's the same as before, but in the shoes, we have a separate table just for those shoes. And I can do the same for the hats, hoodies, and so on as well. This is a great way to allow for customers to see which different categories there are and to make selections from within the same page for different items. And using Ajax, we can add all of these items to our cart using the tables without leaving the page. So those have been a few great ways to show products by category. I hope this video has been useful for you. If it was, please click like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Click here to try a free admin demo of Product Table to see how it works for yourself. And if you want to learn everything that the plugin is capable of, you can watch this complete guide video I made here. And of course, thanks for watching.